Thumb signal. A thumb signal, usually described as a thumbs up or thumbs down, is a common hand gesture achieved by a closed fist held with the thumb extended upward or downward in approval or disapproval, respectively. These gestures have become metaphors in English. The audience gave the movie the thumbs up means that the audience approved of the movie, regardless of whether the gesture was actually made. History. Natural human behavior. While the exact source of the thumb gesture is obscure, a number of origins have been proposed. Carlton S. Kuhn, having observed Barbary apes in Gibraltar using the gesture, hypothesized in the anthropological classic The Story of Man that it is a mutual celebration of having opposable thumbs. Critics have suggested, however, that the apes may be simply imitating humans. Ancient Rome. The Latin phrase pollice verso is used in the context of gladiatorial combat for a hand gesture used by ancient Roman crowds to pass judgment on a defeated gladiator. In modern popular culture, it is assumed that thumbs down was the signal that a defeated gladiator should be condemned to death, thumbs up, that he should be spared. While it is clear that the thumb was involved, the precise type of gesture described by the phrase pollice verso and its meaning are unclear in the historical and literary record. According to Anthony Corbeil, a classical studies professor who extensively researched the practice, thumbs up signaled killing the gladiator while a closed fist with a wraparound thumb meant spearing him. Middle Ages. It has been suggested that thumbs up was a signal from English archers preparing for battle that all is well with their bow and they are ready to fight. Before use, the fist meal, or the brace height, was checked, that being the distance between the string and the bow on an English longbow. This fist meal should be about 7 inches, 18 centimeters, which is about the same as a fist with thumb extended. The term fist meal is a Saxon word that refers to that measurement. Desmond Morrison gestures, their origins and distribution traces the practice back to a medieval custom used to seal business transactions. Over time, the mere sight of an upraised thumb came to symbolize harmony and kind feelings. For an example, in the 17th century, see the Diego Velázquez painting The Lunch. 20th century. The Oxford English Dictionary cites the earliest written instance of thumbs up, with a positive meaning, as being from Over the Top, a 1917 book written by Arthur Guy Empey. Empey was an American who served in the British Armed Forces during World War I. He wrote, "Thumbs up, Tommy's expression which means everything is fine with me." A visual example of the British use of thumbs up having a positive meaning, or, OK, from the 1920s can be seen 19 minutes into the British-made silent 1927 film The Lodger, a story of the London fog, where the younger man examines some paper money for the older man and declares it good, not counterfeit, with a thumbs up using both hands. Popularization in the United States is generally attributed to the practices of World War II pilots, who used the thumbs up to communicate with ground crews prior to takeoff. This custom may have originated with the China-based Flying Tigers, who were among the first American flyers involved in World War II. The appreciative Chinese would say "Ding Hao Da," meaning very good, and gesture with a thumbs up, which in Chinese means you're number one. High officials in the Chinese government see it as a sign of respect. Any person from China will recognize this numerical gesture, and it can be seen in movies and photos of the era, though this has not been verified in print by American volunteer group, Average, pilots. During World War II, pilots on U.S. aircraft carriers adopted the thumbs-up gesture to alert the deck crew that they were ready to go and that the wheel chocks could be removed. On modern U.S. carriers, certain deck crew hold a thumb up to signal to the pilot and control tower that their station is okay for takeoff. American GIs are reputed to have picked up on the thumb gesture and spread it throughout Europe as they marched toward Berlin. According to Luis de Câmara Cascudo, Brazilians adopted the thumbs up from watching American pilots based in northern Brazil during World War II. International usage. The thumbs up signal has a generally positive connotation in English-speaking countries. However, its perceived meaning varies significantly from culture to culture. The sign has a pejorative meaning in parts of West Africa and some of the Middle Eastern countries including Iraq and Iran, where the sign is equivalent to giving the middle finger. In Germany, France, and Hungary, the gesture can simply indicate the number one, in the right context. The thumbs-up gesture is used on the logo of Thumbs Up, a popular brand of cola from India. Starting in 2007, the thumbs up also appeared on India's 1 rupee coin. In the United States, American Sign Language users use a single thumb up tilted slightly and rapidly left and right to indicate the number 10. When held stationary and thrust toward another person, the meaning is yourself. When lifted up by the other palm, the meaning is help. The hand shape is employed in the production of numerous signs in American Sign Language beyond those mentioned here. On the Internet, and most particularly on the social media site Facebook. The thumbs up gesture is shown as an icon and is associated with the term like, which within that context means to follow or subscribe to the page, posts, or profile of another individual or company. And on YouTube, individual videos may be voted on positively or negatively by clicking the thumbs up or thumbs down icons respectively, which in some previous versions of the site, used to be accompanied by like and dislike labels, and are still referred as such nowadays, and in the case of a thumbs up, the video gets added to the user's liked videos playlist. See a like button. Context-specific usage. More recently, these gestures are associated with movie reviews, having been popularized by critics Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert on their televised review show Siskel and Ebert, the thumb up meaning a positive opinion of a film, the thumb down meaning a negative one. The trademarked phrase two thumbs up, originally meaning a positive review from both reviewers, has come to be used as an indication of very high quality or unanimity of praise. By extension from the movie review usage, many websites, including Facebook, allow users to approve or disapprove of items, such as comments in a forum, products in a store, or even other people's reviews of movies, books, products, etc., by choosing to click either a thumbs up or thumbs down button. In the aggregate, this serves as an evaluation system. Other users may then see the total number of thumbs up and thumbs down given to an item, or may simply see the number which is produced by subtracting thumbs down from thumbs up. In the latter case, an item which has received exactly 10 of each would read as having a rating of 0, rather than 1 of +10/10. Often, users may view a list of items in order of popularity, as ranked by this metric. Hitchhikers in the West traditionally use a thumb gesture to solicit rides from oncoming vehicles, although in this presentation the arm is generally outstretched with the palm and closed fingers facing the motorist. The gesture is usually performed with the hand nearest the motorist and points down the road, indicating the hopeful destination. A hitchhiker may wave the hand, emphasizing the directional meaning. This is similar to the thumb towards the door gesture, for get out of here. In scuba diving, the thumbs up gesture is a specific diving signal given underwater, in which the diver indicates that he or she is about to stop his or her dive and descend. This occasionally causes confusion in new divers, who might automatically gesture thumbs up when trying to indicate approval, actually indicating a desire to stop diving and to ascend. The diving signal for approval is the A-OK sign. In basketball, when a held ball occurs, an official will jerk both thumbs in the air, signaling that a jump ball is in order. In baseball, umpires will sometimes jerk a thumbs up over their shoulder as an out signal. Amusement park rides such as roller coasters are usually cleared for departure using a thumbs up signal from the crew after inspection that all safety precautions have been taken. The Indian Cola brand Thumbs Up, now owned by the Coca-Cola Company, is named after this symbol and uses it as its logo. Texas A&M University uses a thumbs up as their Gig 'em hand signal, as it represents the action of gigging. The gesture and corresponding slogan Gig 'em, Aggies, were popularized in the early 20th century, becoming the first hand sign of the Southwest Conference. Unicode. Unicode code points related to thumb signals include other encodings. Many keyboard emoticons utilize the shapes of lowercase b and d to represent a thumbs up sign. Simple versions incorporate a dash for the wrist, B, right hand, and D, left hand. Many Japanese K-emoji icons place the thumbs beside a face constructed from punctuation marks, such as DB or B_D. Various instant messaging services use Y and N as a shortcut for thumbs up and thumbs down emoji.